Welcome to the Simply Oishi channel. I'm Miyuki, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make Zunda-an. Zunda-an is a bean paste made from edamame beans or this green soy beans. The edamame is a popular snack to accompany beer, especially during summer. But here I'm going to show you how to enjoy this fragrant and tasty beans in a totally different way. This Zunda-an is originally a local food in the Tohoku region. Tohoku is the northeast part of Japan, but nowadays it's become very popular nationwide, and you can find Zunda sweets everywhere in Japan. So if you see like green bean paste, it's usually Zunda-an. There's another bean paste called ugui-san, comes from a different kind of beans, but this one is made from edamame. The word Zunda is said to come from the word Zuda. Zu meaning beans and da means to beat. So it literally means that the beans are beaten by a stick to become mashed. But actually nobody knows exactly where the word came from, so there are other theories. I'm going to boil mine because it's edamame season in Japan, and it's very easy to find this fresh edamame in the market. But if you're using pre-boiled frozen ones, you can just skip this part. So let's get started. Briefly wash the beans in water. If you're boiling the beans to eat as a snack, before you boil, you need to rub the beans with salt to remove the little hair on the shell, and also to season the beans. But we're going to make a sweet bean paste this time, so you don't need to do that. You can just straight away boil it in water. So you want to boil the beans in boiling water. Again, if you're boiling the beans for a savory snack, you need to boil it in salt water for about 5 minutes for a crunchy texture. But we're going to boil this to make it into a paste. So you need to boil it for about 15 minutes or until the beans are soft. So on medium-low heat. So once it's done, you want to take one out of the pot and put it under running water because it's super hot right at the moment. You take out the beans and just kind of make sure they can easily be mashed between your fingers. Oops. Okay. So if it's still a bit firm, you can just do it for another 5 minutes. Okay. So this is already mashable, so it's okay. Okay. Once the beans are done, you want to drain it. Okay. And cool it. So this bamboo strainer is actually very good for draining because unlike the metal strainers, it doesn't retain the heat, and also it drains much better because there's no like surface tension between the grids. So whenever I boil beans, I'll just drain it on this bamboo mat and just fan it to cool. We're very kind to our vegetables. We don't want to shock the vegetables by putting it into ice cold water. Okay, so this is pretty much cool now. It doesn't have to be cold, as long as there's not too much heat and you can touch it. It's okay. So once the beans are cool enough to touch, you want to remove the shell and also the skin on the edamame. So this is the most tedious part. So you have to take each bean, take the shell off, and just remove the skin on each beans, like this. If you'd like to do this process a bit more efficiently, you can just shell the beans in a bowl with the skin on like this. Just kind of push it out, okay, like this. So this still has the skin on. And you put plenty of water in the bowl. Okay, and just put your hands in the water and rub off the skin. So in this way you can use both of your hands, and you can do more than one bean at a time, so it's much faster. You can see the skin is going to float because it's very light, and the beans will be sunken down. So if you just remove the top, the water on the top, it should get the skin off. Okay, you just pour out the top of the bowl like this. Okay, and you can pour, there's some skin left, so you can pour a bit more water in. And if there are some beans that still have the skin on, you can just use your hand to remove that skin as well. And you just repeat this process until all the skin has been removed. So just do that again. Okay, now once the skin has been removed, the rest is quite simple. So I boiled about 300 grams of edamame beans on the shell, and after deshelling it, it's about 150 grams. Okay, now put the beans in a bowl. I have this bowl especially for grinding. It's very handy because it has the ridges and it doesn't slip. So I'll just grind it like this. Grind it, grind it, grind it. Or you can just grind it like this. It's kind of hard to do. Until it's smooth. Another way of mashing the beans, or if you don't have that bowl that I just showed you, you can just put the beans in the plastic bag and just mash it with a rolling pin or an empty wine bottle or whatever stick you have, like this. Because it doesn't really need to be smooth. Actually, you don't want it to be smooth. It just needs to be a bit smashed. It's all smashed up. The easiest way is to use the food processor. Just don't make it too smooth, as the best part of this zunda is a mashed texture where you can feel the bits of beans. Once the edamame are pretty much mashed up, add 3 tablespoons of sugar and a pinch of salt and mix it in. And there you have it, freshly made Zunda-an. You can use this paste like any other sweet bean paste, like a topping for kushidango. Oops, roll there. Kushidango, or topping for shiratama dango. Shiratama dango is a dango that's made with only glutinous rice flour. If you're interested in how to learn this, I have a tutorial video, so you can go to the description for the link. Just bear in mind that this Zunda-an doesn't last very long, so only make the amount you can consume within a day. If you'd like for this Zunda-an to last longer, you can add some water and sugar and net it in a pot and until it's thickened. Then you can it will last as long as the other bean paste. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos coming up like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to see me in person, please come to Tokyo to my cooking class here at my home. And also I have online classes for not just for sweets, for other savory cooking. So please go to my website for more details. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye-bye.